Valentine's Day had always been a lonely affair for me. But this year, I was determined to change that. I had met someone online, a kindred spirit who shared my love of horror movies and dark poetry. We exchanged messages for weeks, growing closer with each passing day. Finally, we agreed to meet in person on Valentine's Day, eager to see if the spark between us would ignite into something more. As I waited nervously at the designated meeting spot, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Minutes turned into hours, and still, there was no sign of my online paramour. Just as I was about to give up hope, a figure emerged from the shadows, holding out a single red rose. Relief flooded through me as I realized that my date had finally arrived. But as I reached out to accept the rose, the figure vanished into thin air, leaving me standing alone in the darkness. Confused and frightened, I hurried home, trying to make sense of what had just happened. That night, as I lay in bed, I heard a soft tapping at my window. Peering outside, I saw the same figure standing in the moonlight, holding out the rose once more. But when I opened the window, there was nobody there. Terrified, I slammed the window shut and locked it tight. But even now, on every Valentine's Day, I can still hear the phantom tapping at my window, a chilling reminder of the love that was never meant to be. Valentine's Day was always a special occasion for me and my partner. We would exchange gifts and heartfelt words, celebrating our love for each other in the most romantic way possible. But this year, things took a sinister turn. As I opened my Valentine's card from my partner, a cold shiver ran down my spine. Inside was a message written in elegant script, "Forever yours." At first, I thought it was just a playful gesture, a romantic declaration of love. But as the days passed, strange things began to happen. I would wake up in the middle of the night to find the card moved from its resting place, as if someone had been reading it in the darkness. Then, one night, I heard a soft whispering coming from the card itself. Terrified, I tried to throw it away, but no matter how many times I tried, it kept reappearing in the most unexpected places. Desperate for answers, I reached out to a psychic medium, hoping to uncover the truth behind the haunted Valentine's card. What she told me chilled me to the core. The card was a vessel for a restless spirit, trapped between this world and the next. It had latched onto me, drawn by the love and longing in my heart, and would not rest until it had claimed me as its own. With the help of the medium, I performed a ritual to banish the spirit from my home, and though the card disappeared, I could still feel its presence lurking in the shadows, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within even the most innocent of gestures. Valentine's Day was always a bittersweet reminder for me. It was on this day that my beloved and I used to exchange gifts and heartfelt words. But after she passed away, the holiday became a haunting reminder of what I had lost. One Valentine's Day, I received an antique mirror as a gift from a distant relative. Intrigued by its ornate frame and mysterious aura, I hung it in my bedroom. That night, as I lay in bed, I noticed something strange. The reflection in the mirror didn't quite match my own movements. It was as if someone else was moving within the glass, mimicking my actions with a subtle delay. Brushing it off as a trick of the light, I drifted off to sleep. But as the night deepened, I was awoken by a soft whispering coming from the mirror. At first, I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks on me, but the whispers grew louder and more insistent, as if pleading for my attention. Unable to ignore it any longer, I approached the mirror cautiously. To my horror, the whispers seemed to be coming from within the glass itself, as if trapped souls were reaching out to me from the other side. Terrified, I covered the mirror with a cloth and tried to push the disturbing thoughts from my mind. But every Valentine's Day since then, I can still hear the faint whispers echoing through the room, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks within the mirror's depths. As a collector of vintage and memorabilia, I often frequented estate sales and antique shops in search of hidden treasures. One Valentine's Day, I stumbled upon a box of old love letters tucked away in the corner of an antique store. Intrigued by the thought of uncovering a long-forgotten romance, I purchased the box and eagerly began to read through its contents. The letters were filled with declarations of love and longing, written in elegant script on delicate parchment. But as I delved deeper into the letters, I noticed a pattern emerging. Each one spoke of a forbidden love, a romance that was destined to end in tragedy. The more I read, the more I felt a sense of unease creeping over me. Then, on Valentine's Day night, I heard a soft tapping at my window. Peering outside, I saw nothing but darkness stretching out into the night. But when I returned to the box of letters, I discovered something chilling. A new letter had appeared, written in a hand that was not my own. It spoke of a love that transcended time and space, a love that would never die. Trembling with fear, I realized that I had uncovered something far more sinister than I had ever imagined. As the years passed, the letters continued to multiply, each one bearing witness to the tormented souls trapped within their pages. And on every Valentine's Day, I am reminded of the haunting power of love, lost and forgotten.